lady by the name of Diane Nyad decided to do something that she had failed at 5 times before. She decided to do something at the age of 60. She decided to do something that had not only she had failed at 5 times before, but nobody on planet Earth had ever done before. At the age of 60, people say 60 is not old, but at the age of 60, I'm going to tell you what she did. At the age of 60, she made up in her mind that I'm going to defy the odds. Everybody had told her she was too old. Everybody had told her it's impossible to do. Everybody had told her, baby, you got to be crazy and out of your mind to try to attempt to do this. But at the age of 60, she said, I have failed 5 times before, but something on the inside of me would not let this dream die. I don't know, what about you? I don't know what age you are right now, but do you have something in your mind? No matter you try to sleep it away, you try to tell other people, you try to get it out of your mind, you reason with yourself and you said, I'm too old for that, baby, but it just would not die. This lady had that same situation. Everybody had told her, you can't do this, particularly at your age. Not only that, the last time you tried it, when you tried it at the Temp 4, the last time you tried it, you almost died. Yeah. Why would you attempt this again? But at the age of 60, she decided to take a swim from Cuba to the United States. It had never been done before. The most shark-infested water is between Cuba and the United States. They have a jellyfish that lives in this water in between Cuba and the United States. It's called the boxed jellyfish. And if it stings you, it kills you immediately. And at the age of 60, because she tried when she was in her 20s, she tried when she was in her 30s, she tried twice when she was in her 40s, but now she's standing at the age of 60. And she still has something on the inside of her that's telling her, you can do this. So what is your age? What are you thinking about doing? What are you trying to do? And the enemy has told you you're too old. The enemy has told you you're not qualified. The enemy has told you it's too late. Those are the same voices she heard, but she stood at the age of 60 and said, I'm going to take this 53-hour swim from Cuba to the United States. Some of the things that she encountered, she said as she was swimming 15 hours in, although the boxed jellyfish did not bite her, the jellyfish began to bite her so bad, she said her hands became numb. But every time she would take a stroke, she thought about everybody that told her she couldn't do it. She thought about every time that people told her that she was a failure. She thought about the 4 other times that she failed, but something kept her in the water. She said while her hands were swelling, she said 25 hours in, she had intake so much salt water that she began to vomit. And she began to vomit so much, she said she began to hallucinate. She thought she saw the Taj Mahal in the middle of the ocean.
Wow.
And she said she was there still swimming, and she thought about everybody that told her she couldn't do it. She thought about everybody that told her she was a failure. But she said every time she thought about it, she would reach for the United States and push Cuba behind her. Something amazing happened day number 3, because it's a 53-hour swim. Day number 3, she said she was at the point where she said, I'm about to quit. She said, maybe they were right. Maybe what they said is correct. Maybe I am too old. Maybe it is too late. Maybe I just need to give up. And she said she was just about to touch the boat, because once she touched the boat, she would have been immediately disqualified. She said her team ran to the boat and said, don't touch the boat. And she said, I can't do it no more. She said, I can't go any further. They said, don't touch the boat. They said, look right here. And she said she had been hallucinating so bad, and she had been vomiting so bad, she had no energy left on the inside of her. She said, but she looked and she saw some lights on the horizon. And she said she had been hallucinating so bad, she thought it was about to be morning. She said, oh, I made it through another day. She said her friend told her, she said, baby, that's not a new day. She said, that's Key West. And if you could just make it just 15 more hours, you'll do something that has never been done. She said, all of a sudden, down on the reservoir of her soul, some strength came from nowhere, and she began to reach for hour 14. She began to reach hour 13, and she began to reach and began to reach, and she touched the shores of Key West.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
She did something that had never been done before.
Hallelujah.
3 things she said when she came out of the water. And believe it or not, I'm almost finished with my sermon. She said, number 1, never, ever give up. Let me say that again. Never, ever give up. Hands swollen. She said she could not even talk. She was trembling and she could barely stand. The paramedics was around her. She said, I had rehearsed this great speech. She said, but out of my mouth came never, ever give up. That's what I want to tell you today about your dream. That's what I want to tell you about your goal. That's what I want to tell you about your vision. That's what I want to tell you about the thing that you said you can do, but others told you you cannot do. The thing that you're reaching for, but others telling you it's too late. I want to tell you the same thing. She said, never, ever, 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 ever give up.
Yes. Yes.
Never give up.
Yes. Yes.
Never give up.
Yes.
I used to be bullied when I was young. And I used to be scared to go to class. And I was bullied by this young boy by the name of Smokey. Smokey was about 6 feet tall. You know, in the 5th grade, everything's 6 feet. He may not even been 6 feet. But he looked 6 feet in 5th grade. He would beat me up, take my money, and just punch me, slap me. But one day I got tired of Smokey hitting me. And I said, you know, my mom had bought me some little Debbie cakes. And y'all know me, I love cake. I said, he ain't gonna take my stuff no more. And I sat there and me and Smokey began to tussle and wrestle. And I hit Smokey in the stomach and I heard him go, I should have never heard, Because when I heard, I knew I had him. And I began to ride him, baby, and beat him down. Let me tell you something. You gotta stand up to your bully.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And never, ever give up. The second thing she said was, not only did she say never, ever give up, she said you're never too old to have a dream.
Yes.
And then the third thing she said was, it takes a team. Those are the 3 things I want to share with you today, because this is what this paralyzed man has. So let's talk about this man. The Bible is unclear about this man. We don't know much about him. We just know he was paralyzed. That's all we know. We don't know where he was from. We don't know his background. We don't know his history. But we do know he was paralyzed. And we do know he had 4 people that decided to carry him. That's what I love about the Bible, because it says that normal people can do extraordinary things.
Yes.
It doesn't matter your family, it doesn't matter your background, it doesn't matter where you come from. All you got to do is be a man or a woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. That's the qualification, is to be alive and to have life, and you can do the impossible. So he got 4 people. They began to carry him to Jesus. They had heard that Jesus was healing people. I tell people all the time, Jesus didn't draw a whole bunch of people because of his great preaching, even though a lot of people came. If you read the Bible, they came to Jesus simply because he was known as the miracle worker.
Yes. Yes.
That's the reputation that he had spread throughout all of Judea, that he was the miracle worker. And so he agreed to get 4 of his buddies to carry him to see Jesus. When they got there, can you imagine the journey? Just imagine if you had to walk from here to Sam's carrying somebody. Now they had to walk further than that, but can you imagine carrying somebody in the hot sun, in the hot day? You're carrying them, and when you get there, you can't even get near Jesus. It seems like your dream has been dashed. Everything that they was talking about on the road, man, one day you're going to be able to run, and when you be able to run, I love football. We're going to play football. We're going to be able to do this. We're going to be able to do that. But when they got to where Jesus was,
Yes.
they couldn't even get near him because the crowd was so. Not, here's the thing. He wasn't the only paralyzed man there. He was not the only man there that was sick.
Come on.
He was not the only man that was there that had issues. The difference between him and the other folk, he was the man that said, I'm going to touch him.
Yes.
I'm not going to leave until I touch him. Let me go for him. Get to the head of the story. So they get there to what Jesus, they can't get near him. Somebody in his crew come up with this great idea. We're going to fight through the crowd. We're going to climb on top of this house. And we're going to tear a hole in the roof of this house.
Amen.
Listen to this. Not a normal hole, but we're going to tear a hole so big that we're going to be able to let a man down on a stretcher.
Yes.
And we're going to put him in front of Jesus. I don't care if Jesus get mad that we tore a hole in this roof. I don't care what the folks are saying about me. I don't care what people are saying.
Yes.
But we're going to do this. And when they got there, the Bible says when Jesus saw their faith. Let me tell you some things you're going to encounter on your dream and on your journey. The same thing that this man encountered. Then I'm going to give you 5 ways to overcome. Number one, they felt hopeless. Have you ever felt hopeless? I remember years ago, my pastor gave me a word. He said, hope is a gift from God. Because I had faced a place where I had felt hopeless. I felt in a place where I felt that nothing would ever work for me. I felt in this place, I said, it's working for everybody else, but what's wrong with me? Why not me? I felt so hopeless. And the problem with hopelessness is that when you fight, that's why you got to fight against hopelessness. What the Bible says, you're not those that have lost hope. You cannot lose your hope. Why? Because hope makes your faith work.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
The Bible says faith is the substance of things not seen. It's the evidence. Folks, faith is the substance of things hoped for, is the evidence of things that's seen. Listen, faith is the substance of things hoped for. Listen, say it again. I said, faith is the substance of things that are hoped.
That are hoped for.
So faith is real, but hope is the dream.
Come on.
Faith is tangible. Faith is touchable, but hope is here.
Come on.
But what makes that dream alive is your hope.
Yes.
Your faith grabs the dream and pulls it into manifestation.
All right.
The converse is true. You wonder why people commit suicide? Because their power of faith is at work. And faith gives substance to what you what? Hoping, right? So if you're hopeless, faith will pour hopelessness into your life. So if you are contemplating suicide, why do you think people kill themselves? Because they're pulling that into their life. People say things that never work for them. They're pulling that into their life. Oh, everybody leave me. They're pulling that into their life. Oh, man, I'm no good. They're pulling that into their life because faith is at work.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Amen.
So if faith can give substance to your hope, faith can also give substance to hopelessness.
All right.
So never be hopeless. Number two, weary. Everybody said weary.
Weary.
One of my favorite scriptures in the Bible says, don't get weary in doing well. You will reap when you faint not. Listen, there's one of the things about weary is that weariness magnifies your limitations.
Yes.
You begin to look at you and not look at God. God always called unqualified people
Come on.
to
Come
do
on.
great things.